So that's the choir of CIRP, ladies and gentlemen, and it is indeed a fitting prelude to someone who had a vision to start off a college of this nature, making it one of the largest or the largest provider of psychology education in South Asia. I'd like to invite the Director of Academic Affairs, CIRP, Dr. Darshan Perera, to make his address.
Good evening. Honorable Minister Kelly Rambukwala, Minister of Mass Media and Communication. Guests from His Excellency the Maldivian High Commissioner to Sri Lanka, the visiting delegation from Coventry University, members of the Sri Lankan Academia, academic staff of CIRP, graduating students, parents, well-wishers, friends and colleagues. I think I'm less excited today compared to last time. I'm less anxious today compared to last time. Last time, the people who were here would have remembered my face. And yeah, partly because I think the credit should go to the staff members of CIRP who has actually worked hard a lot, and they have arranged an amazing event, and I'm very happy. Over the last year we have come to the stage that I have a reliable group of staff members. So I was so involved with most of the stuff happened that during the last year, but I think I'm confident that in terms of the academic stuff as well as the administration stuff, that they have proven themselves that they are worth to be trusted. So anyways, I'm going to brief you about some of the developments of CIRP for the last 1 year, something that I'm really happy about. When we started, we had 5 major objectives to achieve. One was to establish a BSc program, which we did. And the next was to establish a postgraduate program, which we did. And I don't remember the other 2. But the last one, I still remember, that was to turn out 100 professionals in psychology who are able to establish a field of psychology in Sri Lanka. It was just 3 years ago, I never thought that we would be able to achieve that event on the second graduation. We have already graduated 12 MSc psychology graduates today, and then we have 32 in one batch, and we have another 16 in another batch, and we are starting the February intake in about 2 weeks, and we have already got about 25. I think we have achieved 100. So that's something I'm really proud about as an institution, because for any institution to achieve its goals within a short period of 5 years is something really amazing. So there is a note of thanks later on. It's about the individuals, to thank the individuals who are helpful in arranging this event, but a lot of individuals I need to thank for what happened during the last year. If you look at the last year, it's been like life. We've experienced everything that people experience in life as an institution. A lot of events that we were happy about, a lot of events that we were sad about. We had experienced commitment and loyalty, and we also experienced not so loyalty and betrayal. And we have achieved fame and popularity, as well as we've been subjected to ugly rumors. And there was a time that I used to get upset about these things, and I think I'm getting old and I'm getting mature. So it has come to the level that I truly realize that more people speak bad of you, it indicates how successful you are, at least in this context. So if anyone asks why, now for an example, there are a lot of staff at CIRP who are working 7 days a week. A lot of staff at CIRP who can earn more salaries abroad but who are still working at CIRP because they want to establish psychology in Sri Lanka. So I think most of the individuals who are working hard, they're amazing people. And I would not be able to stand here and be so proud of myself graduating so many people today unless for them. Because if you look at the institute, it's not a big place. But we do what a big university does in a small scale. And we've been appreciated for our quality. And we have turned out good students. And so I think we can be truly happy about that. And I need to thank the First Lady today, though she's still not here. She traveled straight from Tangal, and someone of that caliber. I thought she would not attend the event. One thing is, this is the second time that she came and graced our event. And the other thing is, she directly came from Tangal, and I would really appreciate for coming and handing over the awards today. And also for Honorable Kehil Rambukala for being here. I know I've taught his daughter, but more than that, it's you see, in Sri Lanka you get politicians and statesmen, and he's one statesman I really admire, and since I was small I used to really admire him. For one reason is that I think that there's one quality that I really like in him, that he hardly pretends. And even in the occasions that he has to give socially desired answers, it becomes very obvious when he says that. I really like that genuinity in people, because you see, when I was asked to do this speech, last year also I did a speech which I was not prepared for. And today also I didn't prepare, because I think if you prepare, you're being strategic. And the people who are invited here are the people that I don't want to be strategic with. I don't want to give socially desired answers or responses or anything like that. Because I think if one has done a genuine job, and if he's confident about what he has done, he can afford to be genuine about what he's talking as well. And also the Maldivian High Commissioner, thanks a lot. And he was here last year as well. And we have, out of our student population, about 40% of the students are Maldivians. And and because of that, I think in the student council we have a Maldivian representative as well. So we're really grateful, and the Maldivian High Commission is helping us a lot in terms of promoting psychology as well. And also Honorable Mahinda Abhivardhana, he's my best friend's father. But apart from the personal relationship, he's really been helpful in whatever the work that we do. And then the University of Coventry. University of Coventry is, I don't know whether it sounds racist if I say that, but they're really good British people. Really good British people. I would tell you, I've worked with British people, and there are certain rules. I mean, like, as a country, we are going through a lot of difficulties because of that. But I really appreciate, because they are very nice people, and their relationship with us, their partnership with us, I don't think it is based on finances. For last 1 year, they have been sending more than, I think, 15 different individuals every 3 months. And if you calculate the cost of their accommodation and the tickets, I don't think they are making any profit from what we're paying them. So that's something I really appreciate about them. And they are they're a challenging unit to work with. And we have faced 2 unexpected AQMs, annual quality monitoring returns, and it was 2 weeks. Okay, we are having a quality assurance event, and I think that really helped us. And we would appreciate a university who's tough in terms of academic regulations, rather than what has happened to private education in Sri Lanka. In most of the places, there are places mushrooming, and academic qualifications have really lost their value. I'm sure most of you all know about that. You can get an MBA 3 months, 4 months. You can, most of the people just turn up for the registration and then for the graduation. And so I think that's something that the government should take some initiative to change. And that's a personal request because we find it very difficult to compete with these institutions who are offering these bogus qualifications. When you're trying to do a genuine job, you can't compete with them in terms of finances, cost, and also students would love to go somewhere, do a couple of assignments and get a master's qualification. So, we would never do that. Even if we wanted to, I don't think Coventry would ever allow us to do that. And Coventry has been, I was talking to them yesterday also, I told that it's good that you have kept my staff on pins, and I really like it because they would further develop themselves. And, we are a small institution, we have a lot to learn. So I think that they are very, the fact that we feel we're being monitored for quality, it really helps us. So thank you again. Thank you for all the support extended by the Coventry University. I know you're not doing this for money because, I can calculate. So thank you very much again for truly trying to establish psychology as a profession in Sri Lanka. And then we've been having a couple of partnerships for a long time. One is the Ladies College Vocational Training Center. We've been having the partnership for the last 4 years since we started. And the main focus is to offer diplomas in child and adolescent psychology. Mainly the target group is the housewives and the bit of mature, ladies. It's good that, they understand psychology in a scientific manner rather than, like screaming and thinking that they know psychology. That's what most of the parents do today, which has actually led to a lot of problems within families. So we really appreciate what Ladies College Department of Vocational Training Center is doing. So and we respect their loyalty as well. They've been with us for the last 4 years. And I think I think those are the individuals that I need to thank. And well, I have a few words for the students who are graduating today, especially the master's students. I'm not the most popular lecturer among any group of students, I think, at least until they pass out. So I don't mind that. And well, I'll have a few things to tell you all. You see, the reason that you all graduate today, behind that, whatever the qualification that you have got, there's a lot of effort, commitment, and dedication. So, you might feel that today, okay, we have got the degree and we have got a qualification. And so we are good and we're sorted. We should be proud of yourself. Yeah, you should be proud of yourself. But there are a few other things I need you to remember. Now, if you think we paid Coventry University the royalty, therefore we don't owe them. We have paid our course fee to CIRP, therefore we don't owe them. Lecturers are doing a job, they get paid for that, therefore we don't owe them. Administration staff, of course, they get paid, we don't owe anything to them. Of course, you don't owe anything to any of us. But I'll tell you, what you'd owe the humanity in them. Because I still remember when Kate, the registrar of the Coventry University, came. Trust me, she's a tough administrator to deal with. And she looked at the institute, and we had never run any MSc programs. And we had no idea how to run an MSc program as well. She came and she gave the approval to the potential we had and for the genuinity that we had. And she trusted us that we would not let her down. So the reason that you all have graduated today is that humanity that we found in the panel of Coventry, because I personally believe that except for the fact that they had hope that we would take their conditions into consideration and establish them, they were taking a very big risk. Because, they are the 33rd university in UK, and for a couple of pounds a year, they don't have to risk their reputation. So they believed us, and it was a human interaction. It was not a financial interaction or any other form of interaction. So I think you don't owe Coventry University, but you owe the humanity that was found in the Coventry University. And also the CIRP, of course, you have paid your course fee, unless we don't graduated you. But you see, there are a lot of lecturers who stayed up till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the night, marking your papers, trying to meet the deadlines, and like they never asked for extra payments to, supervise you all for extra hours or anything. I think they were so committed to the level that sometimes people misinterpreted that. There have been occasions like that. So, in fact, I told my staff sometimes to be careful as well, because sometimes when you try to work with people, for example, if you're trying to help someone, and if that person is not the person who can understand why he should be helping you, they'll be like, okay, my God, he must be having some sort of an ulterior motive. So things like that happen, but it would not happen if you would have the same set of characteristics and values. So you don't owe CRP anything, but you owe the human qualities in those lecturers. And I have a wonderful administration staff. I don't know if Samira is here today. She worked on her 21st birthday, which is a Sunday. She worked the whole day because we were having the exam boards coming. So, and I think Shahani's boyfriend is down, and he's going to only be here for 4 days. And I think he came after 6 months, and he came yesterday, and she's been working yesterday and today as well. So that's a commitment that the administration staff has. They don't have to do that. They could have always organized a sloppy graduation in some godforsaken hall, because we're not legally bound to you to have a graduation of this scale. So you don't owe them anything, but you owe the humanity in them. So the reason I'm telling you all these things is, one of the main things that we want to establish an institution for is that we would turn out some psychologists who would care for human beings. So therefore, please don't try to use the qualification that you have is something to be proud about, that you can penalize people and say, okay, I have this and this, and you print on a business card and put millions of bills to people. If I ever hear at any of you are doing that, trust me, there's nothing, I can't withdraw your reward. But I'll be really disappointed. I'll be really disappointed, because that would mean that we did not nurture a group of psychologists, but we nurtured a bunch of money-making. So please don't ever do that. That's the only request I have. There are millions of people out there in Sri Lanka who needs help, who are misdiagnosed, mistreated, who have suffered like 2 or 3 types of trauma. There are people who have gone through, who were affected by tsunami, might not have still received some form of good counseling. And we had a country who had 30 years of war. So there are millions of people out there, and you'll never run out of people to help. So that's my only request to y'all. Maintain that humanity in y'all. And trust me, it'll pay off. Because you see, if you look at how CIRP has grown, no one would ever forecast for us to grow this much within 3 years. The only reason it has come to this stage by having so strong partnerships and having, good staff members coming from abroad and joining us and not want to leave us when they are offered other jobs is simply because they believe that we work towards a goal, and the goal is not financial or materialistic. It's truly academic, as well as it's in favor of humankind. So I think that's it. That's all I want to tell you. Congratulations for getting through this program, and you could be really proud about the degree you have got. If you're not qualified, or if you did not work hard, you wouldn't have got it. And you know what happened to a couple of, I'm not talking bad of them, but Like there were some individuals who would have passed if they were at a different institution. So you could always raise your head high and say that we graduated from CIRP and we have a degree from Coventry University. We never went to Coventry, but we got the same education on a Sri Lankan context. That's the other thing you need to you need to remember, because the purpose of CIRP is not to turn out British psychologists. What we want is, we need to train you all to international standards so you all can work in the Sri Lankan context. That's the most important thing. You may learn 101 theories, you may learn about 101 psychometric tests and all those things, but please apply in the Sri Lankan context, because otherwise you are not going to become a good psychologist at the end of the day. And you all have a very good opportunity, because you can register as a clinical psychologist with training and a MSc. I don't know to which day, how long that would be available. I'm sure the government should, and they would bring some regulations and regulate the mental health profession in this country, so that people would not get caught to bogus counselors and all sort of other people who are trying to grab people's money. So yeah. So congratulations for everyone who has graduated today, and please maintain your ethics, maintain the human in you and the Sri Lankan in you. Just because you got a degree from Britain, don't think that you can forget about your culture, you can forget about your ways of life, and then just put MSc UK, and then think about yourself. You should be proud, not because of academic qualifications, but what you could do with that. Okay, and if your main aim is to